Well, my life up until actually being in the film, I was just a rock and roller. I mean, I came from a poor working class background in England, and all I'd ever wanted to be was a rock singer. So once we started to make it, and we were very successful at it, that's all you kind of become blinkered. And although you're very successful, there's an awful lot of life that you miss out on. But by doing the film and actually working with the process of filming, working with other actors, working with the people involved in the film, it just showed me that there's so much more to life out there. I mean, I'm a Ken Russell fan, but I must, and I don't think Ken would argue with this, he's not really an actor's director. So he doesn't really direct. He's just comes up with these incredible visuals that he has in his head, and he just wants to get them in the frame of the camera. So basically, that's what he does. If you're not an accomplished actor, and I wasn't, I really wasn't. I knew the part and I knew the music, so I was comfortable with it. But as an actor, I was green as anything. He basically gave you the frame to move around in and let you get on with it, basically. For me, the most horrific was the beginning of with Ann-Margret saying goodbye to Tommy's father. Mostly, maybe because, you know, it happened to a lot of my friends, and their dads never came back, you know. So that for me is horrific. And knowing that is still going on today, war is still going on, I find that horrific. All the rest is just pretend filming, but that is kind of a very real moment for me. And I actually do remember my dad coming back from the war. I was only 2 at the time, but I actually do remember that. I can't imagine what it must be like for a wife to say goodbye to her husband, knowing that he might not ever come back. That's horrific. Elton just did one day on the film. His whole thing was shot in one day. But he's great. I love Elton John. He's a terrific man. He's real Mr. Showbiz. He's great. Thank God for Elton John's, because people like him, and it shows in the film, he just really brings that piece to life. And his life is like that as well. You know, that's what's great about it. He's that flamboyant with or without the boots, you know.
We now return to our favorite movie. And now back to host Roger Daltrey on TNT.
One of the most difficult scenes in the whole film was going through the mirror to shoot, because you couldn't physically actually go through a mirror. You probably kill yourself. So it was all done with it wasn't trick photography, but you did it in stages where I threw myself up against a mirror, which was covered with perspex. They then blew the mirror behind it as I hit it, so that it looked like it was smashing. Then they took all the glass out and the perspex away, and then they cut the serrated edge out of kind of bendy, shiny plastic, and it looked like mirror. Then I had to spend a whole day diving backwards through this hole, and I had to drop 10 feet behind.
We now return to our favorite movie, Tommy, on TNT.